Generally, what is the intercropping? So today we are discussing about what are the intercropping on the theoretical part. So we are easy to be identify what are the intercropping and how it differs between the main crop and intercropping. What are the types of intercropping and how do we differ the types and what are the activity we are already within our farming land. So how to do the inactive from the methodology. So what is use of our land and how to improve the our productivity, our yield, our income, our profit, our revenue, our capitals. So these are the things we are discussing for the today. So everybody knows that intercropping, but intercropping is nothing but we are cultivating one type of crop in the same farming field. So the same farming field, in between the gap, we are cultivating the other crop. What are the uses of we are cultivating? Suppose we are cultivating intercrop. One is we increasing our profit because baseline is it will be utilizing to the other cropping system. Other thing increasing the other soil fertility and cropping systems. So yes, we are increasing the other soil nutrients. These are the things. Suppose we are not cultivating any intercropping in our land, that land is not utilized, that land is wasteland. The supposing to be that is not wasteland, the supposing to be the land utilized our main crop. So we are discussing about the one by one what is the intercropping and the difference between the intercropping and the main crop. First, we defined the intercropping. What is the intercropping? Intercropping is a kind of environment sustainability. Intercropping is a one type of crop, that is agriculture practice. Two or more crop cultivating the same piece of it. That is the meaning. Suppose, example, I am selecting the one tree crop. That is called sandalwood or Mediadobia or tree. So I go for the spacing one tree. So coconut. See, everybody knows that is coconut. So here in the example, coconut tree. So coconut tree, what is the spacing between the one tree to other tree? So minimum gap is 20 feet. See, 20. So 8 meter into 8 meter is or 6 meter into maximum 7 meter into 7, minimum 7 meter into 7 meter between the tree. So in between the 7 meter into 7 meter, we are not only cultivating the main crop of our coconut. So coconut is more than 30 to 40 years. No use for permanent the coconut. But suppose if any issue arising that land, so climatic effect and any other effect, the trees we are again the planting. Or otherwise it is the permanent tree of the coconut. So coconut tree, what are the profit for us? Say coconut and that other product of the coconut tree trees like that. So flower sometimes other by-material. They are cultivating the coconut to by-material, byproducts. These are the uses. So we are waiting for only that profit. We cannot do anything from the in between 7 meter into 7 meter land. So that is called for utilizing the purpose we are cultivating the intercropping. That is the meaning. Two or more crop cultivating on the same piece of land. So our main crop we are fixing that is a coconut crop. So we go for alternative one crop. We cultivating the in between the land. So one coconut tree is there, another coconut tree is there. In between the gap, here we have a 7 meter gap. So we cultivating the Then how can we are choosing the other intercropping? So what are the essentials? Suppose we have the cow or other things, other categories. So depending upon the our activity, farming activity, we do the cropping. Suppose we don't have any cattails, so we go for the other alternative crop for the increasing our profit. And main crop, we need supporting to the increasing our soil fertility and cropping systems. So one soil fertility increasing, so we are yielding for the double. Suppose one coconut tree per year, 100 coconut per year. Suppose if soil fertility cropping system, soil nutrient, they are increasing to 100, so double. So in this regard, we are using the intercropping. And what are the uses for the intercropping? So one thing, we increasing our revenue profit. Another thing, so baseline also we replacing the product for the other crops and increasing the soil nutrient, soil fertility to our main. These are the essentials to improve why we are doing the intercropping and improving the crop productivity. We are already discussing that. Take one example. One example, a mice, spring, a peas, and these are the intercropping. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. You check these different type of intercropping cultivating with the same land, maize, wheat, drum, wheat, and winter wheat. So these are the things for the because these four different type of land, but we are cultivating the maximum 3 cropping for the cropping. Why? We are increasing the profit, we are increasing our soil fertility, and protecting the increasing the productivity of our product. That's what. Here. Today we are identifying terms and technology. So once you are identifying, you are knowing about the terms, it is cultivating upon the whichever vegetables or whichever crops suitable in you are also knowing about them. That only for the guidance. That's why we are I am putting this theoretical, it's very clearly explained. Cropping system. Now we come to the cropping system. Cropping system. Grow, suppose it is a fixed period. Cropping system is on fixed period. Suppose green are 3 months. The same pattern, cropping system and cropping pattern, the two terminologies is little bit different. And this is like cropping system, fixed period. The same land we are cultivating in the crop, but fixed period. So the fixed period is 3 months. Suppose brinjal, once 3 months is over, it will the next season will be come. The cropping pattern, see cropping yearly sequence, arrangement of crop, same period of time. Here's fixed period, here's 50. Suppose sunflower, it is not cultivating further a throughout the year. Suppose period of time, that is called cropping. Then cropping system, fixed period. We are fixing the period. So 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, tomato, brinjal, lady finger. That's like that. Fixed period. That is called cropping system. Cropping pattern, same land using period of time. So yearly only one time, one period. That means September to December. Period of fixed period. It is only 3 months. Whichever the month is passed throughout the year. That is called cropping system and cropping pattern. Two are the difference. I give the example. Cropping system. Fixed period. So coconut, it is fixed for 30 years or 40 years. Second, the fixed period of the main crop, then another intercropping also fixed period. But in the suppose we brinjal, but maximum 6 months. Then Again, we are putting the preparation for seedlings and preparation for the land and planting. Same thing is called cropping system, cropping pattern. Sunflower, a particular period of the month to be cultivated. That is the period of time. So these are the examples. And classification and type of cropping system. Monoculture, multi-cropping, following or fallow in rotation. Mono, poly means is more. Mono means single intercropping. How to do that? Multi-cropping. What are the multi-cropping? Suppose coconut tree is there. Layering, multi-layering cropping is different. Multi-cropping is different. Suppose same land, tree crop, grass, vegetables, and other nuts. These are the multi-cropping system. And monoculture means only monoculture and monocropping. See, only single cropping system, that is called rice. So suppose I cultivating in the my farming land is rice, the paddy. It cannot possible to cultivate in that. Why? Because paddy without any cover to be cultivated. Our land only cultivating possibility for monoculture cropping. So I am in the delta region, Tanjavur, Nagapattinam, like that. So my land I am utilizing for Kaveri delta region only for monoculture. So my monoculture crop is my monoculture cropping paddy. So paddy, once we are cultivating the paddy that land, we cannot do any. That is one type of cropping system. Multi-cropping system, it is under the intercropping. What is the multi-cropping? We are explaining. So multi-categorically, agriculture, horticulture, and agri-horticulture, silviculture, forestry, and the same piece of land. Why we are doing the multi-cropping? Increasing our profit, our revenue, and increasing the soil fertility, increasing the soil cropping system. These are the systems, soil cooling system also. These are the things we are doing the multi-cropping system. Follow rotation. So same way, suppose we are already discussing about the coconut tree, in between the coconut tree. The same way rotation, yearly, 6 months or time, follow the rotations. Next we are multi-cropping, that is multi-cropping. Monoculture, I explain that monoculture means single. Mono means single, poly means polyculture means single, multi-cropping. Monoculture, when mono means single, only do one thing, that is paddy. In the example, because my land is Kaveri delta region, I do only the paddy. So I cultivating that is called cropping system, called monoculture, multi-cropping in fallow. We are already explained. So mono, I already explained what are the monoculture and what are the examples. Now I come to multi-cropping. Multi-cropping is a tool, parallel multi-cropping, sequential multi-cropping. So these are the things, methodology. So intercropping, how we do? Row wise, column wise, or first row, second row, another cropping, third row, same first row and third row, and the sixth row, ninth row, 12th row, like that. That is called parallel multi-cropping, sequential multi-cropping. Then parallel multi-cropping, how we do? You see that classification type of cropping system, monoculture, monoculture or monocropping, multi-cropping, fallow in or follow rotation. Here you see parallel multi-cropping, mixed cropping. We are already doing intercropping, relay cropping, alley cropping, multi-stroid cropping. Here sequential multi-cropping, sequential cropping, double cropping, triple cropping. This one we are not doing, and rotation cropping and rotating. How we did these are the things are technical term knowledge. So it is we are already did a farming land, but how what is the difference we don't know. Cropping system for dryland irrigation area, monoculture we are already discussed. See monoculture or monocropping. What is the monoculture or monocropping? This is under the criteria of the today we are seeing only overview, not for particularly one cropping, but overview. Entairing the concept is covering this meeting. The cropping system is which only one major crop is, that is paddy, is grown on the same land year after year. So, or repeating growing of only one crop in the same piece of land. We are already discussed about rice, same example, or with rice. So, paddy, we cannot do anything the intercropping. So, only one crop possible. That is one type of cropping system. That land, suppose we are cultivating cropping, monoculture cropping. First we did paddy. After complete the paddy harvesting, then we after 3 months we are doing in other cropping. That is called the soil cooling system. So monoculture, monocropping land, it is not under for the criteria for intercropping system. Intercropping is not possible to be monocropping. Second, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, advance of monoculture, advance of the monoculture, advance of the monoculture and monoculture. What are the advantages? So, convention, monoculture means a convenience is solving with the help of machinery under the mechanized farming. It is convenient of harvesting with the help of machinery. Actually, what are the advantages? Because I am in the Kaveri Delta region. So what I do, my cropping pattern, my cropping system, my cropping selection, my cropping already did so paddy. So we cannot automate the remedy. So automatically we go for monocropping. Disadvantage sometimes fertility and protectivity of the soil is so these. That's why the soil structure maybe at the time is increasing the pest condition. Yes, that's why the monocropping, how to do the intercropping. First monocropping, we are paddy, we are cultivating the same land. Once paddy cultivation is over, then after 3 months, you are doing multi-cropping system. So multi-cropping, your soil is automatically good. Then you go for paddy. That is the suggestion for the farmers. Why? Because continuously today I am cultivating paddy. After completion paddy, then again I am cultivating paddy. That is good, but other in between the time of the one-time harvesting to other time to time harvesting. Once one time is harvesting is completed, then we take from the rest of the soil for 5 cooling system. You wait for 3 months or 4 months. Meantime, you cultivate the other cropping for soil cooling system or increasing the soil fertility. Like so, disadvantage we are already discussing. Then intensive cropping system. What is the intensive cropping system? Intensive cropping system is come to under the parallel cropping system. The intensive cropping system, multi-cropping. The multi-cropping system is which 2 or more grow either suggestion or sequence or association. It is very example, very similar to that. Life cycle, the same field here. Suppose you are giving the I give the example. Sorghum, gram, maize, the same land, multi-cropping. Sequentially, that means today we are cultivating sorghum, after cultivating. So we are rotating, so mixed. So we are here, I am giving the example. Sorghum, wheat, green gram maize, wheat, green gram rice, and green gram rice, wheat. So we are mixed doing that is a mixed cropping. Parallel cropping, it is not parallel. Suppose parallel means in between the line we are parallel or life cycle we are or rotation, that is called mixed cropping. Same thing, same criteria. So mixed cropping practice. Actually, what is the mixed cropping? It is come under the line cropping. So, first 3 months we are doing one type of crop. Second 3 months we are doing one type. Other 3 months, other. So, different in between the time period, we are changing the crop. The same time of the period 3 months, we use other multi number of cropping. That's all. So, advantage of mixed cropping. Risk of failure crop less. That is very important. Suppose when we are multi-cropping or mixed cropping, So one type of crop is failed, another type of crop is failed. So these are things is for our increasing our profit. So failure ratio will be less. It is not possible to the failure conditions because we are cultivating the 5 or 6 crop for the multi-cropping. One crop is failed or one crop is seasonal adapting that type particular period. We are not bothered about that because other 4 or 4 crops if we are gain and fulfill the daily requirement of food, grain, oil, seeds, pulse. Yes. So one farmer waiting for the coconut. First today is a planting for the coconut in the same plant. He waiting for the up to 4 to 5 years for the first fruit yielding. Then meantime, they are not get any yield. So daily requirement, how can they fulfill? So the long revenue is coming, but short revenue is coming. So we need short revenue. Our daily life we are getting a peaceful manner. We need the daily requirement. How can do the daily fulfill the daily requirement? So go for the multi-cropping. So how can we are select the multi-cropping? So today it's essential for our locality for the tulasi or so you do the tulasi, then give to the market, then you get the daily income. So daily 500, daily 1000, daily 2000, 5000, 6000. So daily I am getting that money. And in nearby flower market is there. So any other market, what are the need in our locality? We do that. That our soil is fulfilling our soil, selecting the crop, then go further. So we are a daily life we are improving and daily requirement is fulfilling and daily revenue we are getting. Improve fertility of the soil is already discussed. Better distribution of the labor through the crop period. Yes, better distribution. Suppose I am engaging the tree labor, they are coming for the only for maintenance of the coconut. Then they don't have the, any job. They come and sit on farming land. They leave. What is the use? So we are using the multi-cropping system. They have engaging. They have more work. So they daily they are doing their work. Increasing gross monotype of structures. Yes, we are already suppose different type of planting we are planting, different type of revenue we are getting. So that's called vending is a money, but a different revenue. Today is I getting one type of crop for revenue. After 1 week, the particular period of the revenue. Day by day, we are revenue getting the revenue. 1 week frequency, 1 year frequency, 3 months frequency, we are getting the revenue. Second, well balanced cattle feed is obtained. We are already discussed about that. Suppose I have a cattle, what are the cross need for our cattle? What are the food security or feed security for our cattle? We are cultivating the same land. So it is a food security and waste land also utilizing to produce it for the feed of our cattle. Then safeguard against the pest and disease. This is very important because we are doing multi-cropping system. Our main crop coconut is automatically controlled for against the pest and disease. Full utilizing of the space available land nutrient. We are already discussing about suppose waste land, how to be utilizing. That's why we are go for the mixed cropping. Advantages. What are the advantages is the mixed cropping? Sometimes disadvantages is less. So we are easily to removing that disadvantages because when we are doing multi-cropping, disease causing ability is more because multi-cropping variety of the disease causing for the different type of crop. But it's how to avoid it. It is very simple. When it is occur for the one plant to be suffering the pest or disease, pest or insect or herb, whatever it is, to be removing that particular portions, it is not affected for the whole. So it is the essential necessity. So we are removing our disadvantages. That's all. Type of mixed cropping. So we are discussing about the mixed. What are the types of mixed cropping? Actually, companion crop, God crop. So these are the things for we mixed crop. only selection for the our daily rotation and need based for the marketing. That is the goal. So, suppose I have the land. So, what are the essentials material to be easily saved from our market? So, we go further. That are the types. These are the three types. It's a common thing. But what are the crop? Which crop? Suppose I'm in the Coimbatore. So what are the main crop here? What are the market potential is there? Economically important crop we are cultivating. That's all. So advantages, disadvantages, these two needs. Intercropping. Now come to our main topic. It is a one type of cropping system. The cropping system is intercrop. Intercrop is it is a cropping system between row major. So we are already discussed about that intercropping how we do. Okay, row by row, column by column, like this. But example, you see that maize plus 5 is 2 comma 1, but that means 2 row, one row one another field, another type of another type of crops. Sorghum, cotton, green crop. So how these 2 comma 1 comma 1? What is the meaning? 2 row maize, 1 row 5 like that. So this is the cropping rotations. Characters of intercropping, minor cropping. Advantages of intercropping. It is very important. It should help to improve soil fertility, soil productivity. We are already discussed. Maintaining the higher crop yield. Yes, so we are getting our better utilizing available resource. Yes, what are the lands is available? It should resist of the soil erosion. Yeah, it is very important. So, suppose when is rain will be coming, our land which is soil road land is driven for the soil erosion because already we are planting for the entire field without any spacing. So it is useful. Then improve the soil structure and water holding capacity of the soil. This is also very important. So when seasonally we are not doing any crop in that particular land, so that is a waste land. So when we are cultivating repeatedly that particular spaced area for same land, multiple cropping, it is utilizing. Disadvantages, it is very less. So only weed control and water required. These are the things. These are the things is easily to avoid. Type of intercropping, parallel cropping, companion cropping, mixed cropping. That is not only row intercropping. So we are different ABC quadrant method. A one part, B one part, C one part, D one part. So different rotating to the how can be using our same land. How many time rotation the same plant? That is it. These are the better utilization of the moisture synthetic. Suppose we are using intercropping or main cropping for coconut, it will be moisture content is maintained. Then we come to so mixed cropping, minor cropping, subsidy cropping. This is very important. So main crop we are already discussed about coconut. Companion crop. Suppose it is a 3-month crop. Component crop. Either the crop or multi-crop is. Component crop means for 6 months one type, the type of crop. Then this is estimate land equivalent ratio. Define relative land area under sole cropping product yield from 1 hectare intercrop. How we calculate that? Land equivalent ratio is equal to yield based cropping intercropping by yield based cropping sole cropping plus yield intercropping in yield intercropping in intercropping. That means in between the line, yield intercropping of the sole cropping. So crop rotation, a crop rotation may be defined more or less systematic requirement. So these are the things how to we calculate for our product values. So Generally, first, this is a good example to how to we utilizing our land. So, we are our ultimate aim is that increasing the profit or increasing the revenue. We want money, so increasing the profit. That money also long rotation, short rotation, two type of crop is there. And long rotation crop, we are selecting main crop, we go for intercropping. And short rotation crop is our main cropping. Then day to day life we running the life. So we do that based upon the our marketing position. We are doing the intercropping. No any space from the our land. So we utilizing the full land, that is called intercropping. That is the different technologies are there, row by row, column by column. But thing is that we are utilizing the full land. That's us. Thank you. No, thanks. Still, I achieved something. It's nothing. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Ramakrishnan, for the detailed presentation. I'll take up some questions. Okay. So, yeah. What is intercropping and how does it differ from traditional monoculture farming?
I'm putting in the same.
I'll post it. It's okay. Yeah.
What are the intercropping and how does different from the traditional monocropping? Yes, very good question. Sir, you see that it is very simple. Intercropping means is a two or more crops cultivating in the same field. But monocropping, it is we are already said mono means single cropping. That is a example is rice. So monocropping, we cannot do any other intercropping. Your question is very absolutely right. Thing is that how to do that other cropping. Suppose monocropping is rice. So rice is a particular period of time is over. So we are harvesting the rice. Then that is so we are preparing the land for the next season for the cultivating rice. That time we are using for the other cropping. Why? Because increasing the soil nutrient, soil protectivity, soil fertility, that purpose, and soil cooling system and crop rotation systems. So that's it. That time once harvested, that land is wasteland. So you utilizing to the intercropping. So what are the things? Only for you doing the 3-month crop, 2-month crop. So and multi-cropping. 2-month crop using multi-cropping. So automatically object is fulfilled here. We are do that land. Suppose what they are monoculture, rice cultivation, paddy cultivation field. What they are taking is 100%. First harvesting the paddy. Then that land for preparation for next season. How to do? They do what they nowadays they are doing. First, using for the green manure. What are the green manure? Leaves are there, sun hump is there, they are putting there. Then plowing again and again. Then so this is avoiding that. So you go for that increasing the soil fertility and soil rotation, the crop rotation, for using for the other 5 or 6 crops, suppose green crop. Only purpose for our increasing the soil nutrient. Why? Because our soil nutrient increasing means next you are when you are harvest when you are cultivating the paddy, increasing your crop is more yield. So that purpose you are doing mixed intercropping, mixed cropping, doing that green gram, all the green grams and all the grams, all the nuts, putting that field and using the content and using that material to your field for the cattle. But here, what is the advantages? One is our soil fertility is increasing, soil protectivity is increasing. So why the soil fertility and productivity increasing? What are the uses for as a farmer? You are asking question. So next season you are doing the paddy is good yield. For last time you are getting 1 acre 20 quintal. Then next season you are getting 40 quintal. So that's why we need for the same like that. I'm giving a simple example. Our body, we are maintaining the good health. We are doing the daily exercise and healthy food. Support like that. So the same manner is good. That's all. Yes, madam.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What are the primary benefits of intercropping for soil health and crop productivity?
Can you put this?
Yeah, 1 second.
What are the primary benefits of the intercropping for soil health and crop productivity? Yes, very good question, sir. Sir, actually, what are the primary benefits? Because soil is a different type of layer. So our cultivation crop touching with the second layer or third layer of the crop, the soils. Soil is a different type of layer. So main advantages is that soil cooling system. What is the main way the soil cooling system? So we are repeatedly doing one type of crop. So soil is not fertile. So without soil is not fertile, we are using the fertilizers. Soil once fertile, we no need to go for the fertilizers. This is our primary. So how to increase in the soil fertility? I give the example. I take the food quality, food quantity, two type of food. I take for healthy quantity, is healthy. I take the healthy food for morning, afternoon, evening. So safeguard for the disease or the other issues of the milk. Same thing is applying mechanism for the soil. So we are soil health is very important. Means we are giving the feed for correct for the soil. Suppose we are not giving any direct feed for the soil because soil is a medium. So how we do that? So these are the cropping rotation or intercropping means one thing we are as a farmer we get revenue, increasing the profit, that is revenue means is money, and daily based money also, daily based revenue also is possible. One thing that is the primary. Second thing is ultimately automatically increasing our soil nutrients. Why soil nutrients will be increased? Once soil nutrient is increased, our soil productivity, fertilizer will automatically increasing. So it is benefit for the our main crop. Intercropping is a one type of cropping system, but other main crop is there. So main crop is here already said example for that is a coconut tree. So coconut tree is a main cropping. Intercropping we are using other cropping system. So we are main cropping to safeguard for the intercropping. That's all. That is a primary. Yes, madam.
Okay. Next question is 1 second. Yeah. And can you explain the different types of intercropping systems commonly used in agriculture? I'll copy in the chat box.
Can you put that? Yeah. The question is that, can you explain the different type of intercropping system common uses for agriculture? Can you explain different type of intercropping system common uses for agriculture? Yes, sir, I said that. So, brinjal, ladyfinger, hilly area vegetables. Suppose you are in the hilly area, carrot, beetroot, beans. Beans also is coming to plain area. So three beans and tulasi, that means Asim Shandam, that called tulasi, marigold flowers, ginger, maize, sorghum, and other drumsticks. Drumsticks also for little trees also available. So if you are selected little tree, little type of trees we are cultivating for the cooking purpose. And other green leaves. Type of daily rotation for our vegetables. What are the vegetables in cultivating in our kitchen garden? So the kitchen garden crops we are cultivating is intercrop. The daily uses for the fulfillment of the intercropping. Second thing, green gram, like that, black gram. These are the things. It's a dry land also it will be cultivated is possible. So non-availability of the water areas. Other things, suppose beans, then other vegetables, it's possible to be things. Vegetables is one type of criteria. And suppose you have the cattle farm, you go for the grass, napier grass, buffalo grass, Co4, Co5, alpha, leucerin, hedge and tree fodder. Suppose it's maintained for the hedge level. Curry leaf is a good curry leaf. For hedge level only we are maintaining. Likewise, Sespinia grandiflora, Soundal, Glaricedia. Likewise, these are the things we are doing. Yes, ma'am. The primary, suppose good intercrop systems for daily basis. Yes, thank you, sir.
And how does cropping help in pest and disease management?
Ma'am, you put the chat for. The question is that how does intercropping help in pest and disease management? Yeah, it is good question because when we are go for the intercropping, pest and disease method is very important. Suppose one farmer is asking this question, and they are also get the remedy. What is the question? They are cultivating in a butter rose in Coimbatore district, the area in Pollachi. They asking to me before 5 days ago. First, they asking, they are cultivating the butter rose. Okay, this is the main crop. They are asking question, they are asking doubt, they want suggestion. What they said to me, but they told, first they said they are cultivating the butter rose. So butter rose, lot of insect is coming to damaging for the entire leaf. So once butter butter rose leaf and damaging for the flowers. So automatically the farmer is suffered for these type of issue. And they asking their suggestions. And they are also get the remedy, is correct remedy. So whether it is correct or wrong, they are asking to me, they are asking tulasi, basil, Archivum stand up. So they said that so whether it tulasi or asimam or basil, cultivating in the butter leaves area, so avoiding for the pest and disease. That is called pesticides, insecticides. So they are using for the natural insecticides. That is called when they are growing the basil or ashimum sandam or tulasi plant, the same meaning of all the types, different types. Tulasi, ashimum sandam, basil, same plant, come different type of name. So they cultivating the same land means so they prevent for the insect attack the better rows. That it is a good methodology. So controlling for the pest and disease method for the main crop. What are the main crop? It is butter rows. So the farmer is suffered for pest and disease. What is the pest here? Not attack, but insect is attack. So they want naturally insecticides. What is the natural insecticides? The natural insecticides is like that. Butter rose, cultivating the area. They are planting for. So suppose there butter rose 5 meter, 5 butter rose, one plant to another plant. Difference between these two plants, distance for 2 meter into 2 meter. Sorry, for 5 meter into 5 meter. So I give the example. So 5 meter into 5 meter, they are cultivating in this land, our land. So in between, they are planting one sand, asinum sandam or basic or tulasi to automatically prevent for the insect. So they are getting double income. One type of income is they are a naturally insecticides. Insecticides means killing with the insect. So or prevent with the insect. So when they are planting in the butter rose area, one time they are planting basil means intercropping. Basil is intercropping, avoiding the preventing mechanism of the pest control, the insect control. Second thing, that is a natural insecticide they are planting. And another thing, basil also they are getting one income. So this is the mechanism. So you are applying the same mechanism for here for the controlling and pest and disease. So what are the crop we are planting in the our main crop? So what are the disease causing ability of that particular plant? So how to prevent that mechanism and how to the alternate cropping we are planting that same field, it will prevent. So natural insecticides. We are not applying any insecticides. So insecticides means it's killing with the insect. Pesticides means killing with the pest. Pest is a fungal attack of the plant. Insect means insect attack the plant. So we killing or applying the insecticides. Pest means the pest is a fungal attack of the plant. We are killing that pest. We are applying pesticides. And herbicides. Herb is also one type of weed. So we are controlling the herb. We are applying the herbicides. So three different criteria. When we go for we don't go for the purchasing insecticide, herbicides, weedicide. So we naturally planting, that means avoiding for the different inorganic waste. So we have organic waste also is available and increasing our productivity and increasing our revenue. Yes, madam. This is the mechanism. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, and what are some common crop combinations used in intercropping and why do they work well together? I'll put in the chat box.
Yeah.
Have you received?
No. Last question is received that.
What are some common crop
Yes.
combinations?
What are the question is that what are the common crop combination used in intercropping and why do they work well together? Okay. First two part of the your question I understanding. What are the some common crop combination used for intercropping and why do they work well together? Yes. We are go for intercropping, it will not together working. It's a separate working. If together working, that is not intercropping. Because how do the define with the intercropping? We are already discussed about the first slide for definition. Intercropping means it's a agriculture practice. Two or more crop cultivating in the concurrently, that is the very important, on the same piece of land in the different intervals, not for same time. Why we are cultivating together? That is the part of the question. Suppose you have the example is like that. You have the coconut farm. One coconut farm to other, one coconut tree to other coconut tree. Difference between the gap is a 7 meter minimum, maximum 10 meter. Minimum 7 meter into 7 meter. So you cannot utilizing the same land because we cannot planting for the coconut is need for spacing. We know that. So 7 meter into 7 meter. So in between the 7 meter, what is that? That is wasteland. We cannot utilizing any intercropping, that is the wasteland. Suppose if you are utilizing, is a double benefit. When coconut tender is coming, that we are utilizing that one crop. Meantime, the difference between the one coconut tree, another coconut tree, is a 7 meter gap is there. Is row wise also, column wise also gap is there. So we are utilizing this land. Why we utilizing this land? I don't want to utilize that land. So why we utilize? Suppose we don't want revenue. Why we utilize that land? Increasing the soil productivity, increasing the soil nutrient, increasing the soil fertility, increasing the soil moisture content, increasing the soil cooling system. Why we do that? Suppose if you are doing this type of activity means your coconut farm productivity is doubled. That means without intercropping, you are getting the first rotation of first yield in your coconut only for 300 plant, 100 fruits. That tenders for coconut. Suppose you are using this type of intercropping, you getting 200. How it is that? It is the soil fertility increasing, soil cooling system, soil productivity automatically reduces of the intercropping. Is the mechanism. That is the essentials. If you are big, you get the things. So common crop combination is used in intercropping. If suppose how to work well together, it definitely it will not work together. It is a separate. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And how does intercropping contribute to sustainable farming practices? And second?
Can you put the, yeah. Yes, question is that how does intercropping contribute to sustainable farming practice? Very good question. Sorry, actually, it's very simple. First, we are go for sustainable manner means first we selected the crop, we selected the vegetable, we selected the intercropping based on the market potentials. So we cannot select randomly. So this is soil nutrient, soil productivity. Soil nutrient, soil productivity is the main criteria, but simultaneously we are focusing that our income, our revenue. So the multidisciplinary activity in the same lane, the based on the our marketing. Without marketing, what are we are doing? That is not. Suppose I want soil fertility, soil productivity. We do that, but we wait for long term income. But our ultimate aim is any cropping, any cultivation. What is our ultimate aim? Main aim is revenue, profit, money. These are the things that I should say. Without loss, without loss, we are doing intercropping system. Suppose I invest the particular crop for 5,000 rupees. I am getting capital investment is 5,000. I am getting revenue say 4,500 rupees. So 500 rupees is a loss. So why I do that cropping system? That is a loss of the farmers. Suppose I am investing 5,000 rupees. I am getting 15,000 rupees. So I profit for 10, double for 10,000. That's why we go for the intercropping sustainable farming.
Okay. And what factors should farmers consider when selecting crops for intercropping? Hello? Hello?
Because the soil for soil and moisture conservation is very important for any cropping system, not only intercropping system, any cropping system is very important. Soil conservation, we are already discussed about the entire 1 hour. And moisture conservation, soil moisture conservation is important. Suppose we are, example I say, we are already discussing about the coconut. That is the example beginning onwards our presentations. So the same example I said later. So coconut, two coconut tree is there. Already is gap is there. So this 8 meter into 8 meter between the gap is there. So that land you are utilizing any other crop which is in moisture conservation. That means providing to the soil for moisture conservation. Or otherwise, it providing only shade. So because two different tree, it's reach for the same place, only providing the shade. So suppose you are cultivating that in between the two coconut tree, so it is for moisture conservation. How it is do that? Suppose you are cultivating any crop, the root portions is doing the some activity. This is moisture conservation. So maintaining the main crop of the coconut.
Okay. Last question. Are there specific technologies or tools that can help farmers implement intercropping effectively? 1 second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The question is that are there specific technologies or tools that can help farmers implement the intercropping effectively? Yes, very good question. Sir, the intercropping um, we go for specific technology means irrigation facilities, drip irrigations is a specific technology. Another thing, suppose non-availability of the water. The water source is less water source is available. So your selection depending upon the criteria. Another thing, uh, suppose you have particular season only for the provide to the water for the intercropping or main cropping. Other time it is not possible. Suppose 15 days one time only possible for the irrigation facility to providing the our cropping. So depending upon your selections of the cropping for intercropping, you do that. Suppose you are doing the main cropping for irrigation facility, then intercropping need for water. That water you have only for the facility for 15 days one time, monthly twice. So you select depending upon the crop. That is the specific. No any other specifically we cannot say on water facility. And other thing, fertilizer. When you are doing perfect manner, soil also increases the fertility. Suppose you want intercropping is more productions, then you go to the organic fertilizers. Don't go to the inorganic base. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Master Ramakrishnan. So I don't see any more questions. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank you for the detailed presentation, answering all the questions in depth. And I also like to thank my editorial team for sharing the questions. The meeting will now be closed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.